Nilianza tu kuomba loudly. Me, I called upon God. Kabisa nikamwambia, I'll put for you a clip of how the entrance to my estate was. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone, I hope you're well. It's early morning here in Nairobi. After a rainy night, it was so heavy. You guys, yesterday was just one of those days, and I want to tell you something that happened. Unbelievable. So, where did that rain find you? You see, it has a lot of impact, like billboards zimeanguka, miti zimevunjika. The rain was too much. I've not seen such rain in so long. Oh my goodness. So, let me tell you what happened as we go to work. At least now it's a bit clearer. There isn't much water. It has drained for most of the parts. So, yesterday when I was leaving for home from work, the rain was so much. It was so heavy. It's a bit dull because the weather is like that. But anyway, guys, let me tell you what happened. So yesterday it started raining at around 6, in Nairobi. But the clouds were so dark, though we didn't expect it to be so heavy. Then there was such a heavy downpour. So I was about to leave work. I decided, let me stick a bit, at least for the rain to subside. So ikanyesha. Then at around, I realized it's not ending. So I said, when the rain subsided kidogo, that was at around 7:30. I decided to just leave work and go home because kuna ile mvua yenye unyesha very continuous na haishangi. That is how that rain felt. And I didn't want to go home and drive very late. So I was assuming by then there's no traffic, nini. Wah! Guys, so I left Upper Hill, headed for home. Nikakuja tu vizuri, and then there were some colleagues who were leaving. They asked me if I could give them a nini. Nikawapatia a ride up to Nyayo Stadium. Kama unajua Nyayo Stadium, nikawaacha hapo, and then I continued with my journey home. Sasa tumeingia industrial area, you guys. Yesterday, that's when I told my kids when I got home, guys, I have literally seen God with my own eyes, because for sure I literally did. Man, kufika tu hapo Lusaka Road kupanda, gosh, if you guys know where there is someone near Total, my God, the road was so flooded. It was bad. Ile, my car is very low, so I've never driven in a lot of water. I've just driven in kawaida tu rain. Guys, the roads were literally kumbe rivers, and then there was so much traffic across. So una drive hivi, una feel ni kama gari hata haishiki chini. It's like, I don't know. Me, I got to a point I was scared. Then there was a Mercedes mbele yangu, and it was a C class. Those cars are also a bit low. So that guy, I think, or the lady, whoever the driver was, aliona haezi songa, akaamua ku just stop the car in the middle of the road. But on the side, kuna matatu, kuna chaos. Me, I just started feeling anxious, guys. And then I was like, now what do I do? Unajua kuna situations zenye unajipatanga and then you realize how helpless you are as a human being, and how sometimes and even no other human being can actually help you. Because at that point in time, I'm like, now what do I do? See, so like we are moving, there's no turning back. The rain is continuing to pour. The water is flowing like a river. I don't know where it was coming from, guys. The roads were bad. So vile nilifika hapo Rubis, there's a junction hapo industrial area. Mi nikasema, God, now what do I do? Do you know what I did? Me said I'll not panic again. Kusa nasikia gari ni kama haishiki chini, unasikia inafanya pooh. It's like maji inagonga tu, ishapita tire level, na unajua ikiingia kwa bonnet. I had so many fears. At that moment in time, I was like, now who do I call? Okay, practically for us women, who do you call first? You call your husband. And you're like, I'm stuck. But now I'm like, gosh, even if you call him, sasa atakusaidia aje hapa? you are just alone, it's at night, there is no way someone can come to rescue you, so ni wewe upambane na hali yako. Do you know what I did? I just started praying loudly. Unajua ile kwamba una shout. Me, I just started praying loudly. Mi nikaambia Mungu, by the way, God, kuna venye unaona situation. Mi gari yangu iko chini because people with big cars, they don't struggle with those issues za barabara and when there's water. But I could actually see people mbele yangu, gari ndogo kama Vitz, gari kama those low cars, unaona mahali level ya maji iko, exhaust pipe inatoa like white, so unajua ni kama it's bad guys. Nilianza tu kuomba loudly, me I called upon God kabisa, nikamwambia nao Mungu, sasa hapa kuna vile ni mimi na wewe, cause hakuna mtu mwingine anaweza nisaidia hapa, na sitaki kukuwa stuck in the water. God, please just make way for me, I need to get home. Sasa kuna vile, if you guys know that kabarabara, I think I've done a video when it was flooded, but that time we had a higher car, so I was able to record and I was not the one driving. So kuna mahali after umepita Rubis, as you go to Lusaka towards Jogoo Road, there's a place in a floodingi kabisa, yani mpaka gari zinapita wrong side. So I realized when I got that car roundabout, guys are even using wrong side. No, I was like, it's almost 8 at night. Na there's an option to go to Jogoo Road from there. You can use Enterprise and then now you go through Mukuru and then Likoni. So me, I just told God, by the way, kuna vile, and then sasa kujoin to go to the other road, it was so bad. It was so bad because jam imefungana kila mahali, matatus, matatu ziko wrong side, ziko all over. Mi nikasema, God, please just make way for me. Me, I need to penya. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Likoni. I just pray that place is not flooded. Mimi somehow, I don't know, matatu vile tu wanapigangana huko, nikaona tu matatu moja imeblock one side. Nikapenya, nikaenda nikashika Enterprise. Now I was headed towards Likoni. Nikaenda tu vizuri. Uzuri that road, the only challenge, the place I found maji, ni huko tu mbele kabisa where guys ingilia that Kamukuru place, but huko it was okay, and then there was no traffic. It's like all the vehicles were stuck on this side, or they didn't know unaweza end, I don't know, but for some reason I went vizuri, nikaanza kuona sasa I am almost karibu nafika Jogoo Road. Guys, me, I was so happy. But sasa kufika Jogoo Road, there's another point pia, it was so bad, it was flooded. Hiyo the same thing na inakwanga na mashimo. Mimi nikaambia Mungu, by the mali umetoa ndio wa. So hapa literally I've never prayed. Oh sorry, I'm driving slowly, mtu kwa nyuma yangu anaboeka na mimi, pole boss. So nikasema, God, mahali umenitoa ndio wa. So mimi I'm not even worried. Nikaambia I'm not even worried, itakuwa tu sawa. So I just went, nikaingia kwa hiyo maji, nafuata Kavitz kako mbele yangu, akiingia hivi nakata kidogo ndio niinuke kidogo, like at some point gari inafanya you feel like maji sijui imefika wapi. But guys, imagine after all that stress I'll put for you a clip of how the entrance to my estate was, because unajua estate yetu kwa chini, so it's like when it floods, it rains, the water almost passes through your entrance yetu. It was like a river. But I got there, I was like, God, let me put for you a clip here, you see. I was like, God, I'm so grateful, thank you so much. But you know what happened? Through that whole experience, I learned something. It was like a lesson for me to just depend on God. Me, I don't know, but I tend to pick lessons from every circumstance or every situation. I think it was just a way of God teaching me like to depend on him. But wacha niwaambie tu kweli guys, sometimes you may be in a situation where you don't know where to go to, you don't know who to turn to, or even the people who can help you. Like now in my situation, even the person who could help me, hakuna kitu angefanya, like hata there is no accessibility to come and help you. But you know what, I managed. But one thing I have learned, learn to call on God. Nilifika home, kuna vile we normally have a lot of discussions with my kids about God and faith and all that. Yesterday I went to the house and I told them, God, guys, I've literally seen God with my eyes. they made fun, and then later they were like, wow, what is the experience? I explained to them, and they're like, wow, mom, okay. But from in that situation, I told them, by this sometimes, for kids, they believe like mom and dad have a solution to everything. But for me, I told them, by the way, now in such a situation, it's just a lesson for you that sometimes even the people who would want to help, who would even die for you, are not there to help you. So in such a circumstance, what do? You turn to God. So I keep teaching them about prayer and all that. And it is very important that we know you are not alone. By the other situation yenye uko, mi jana nililearn to just learn to trust in God. Because after praying, I was driving while praying loudly. Unaona ile una shout to God, please guide me through this, take me through this. I didn't care. But after, when I carried on praying, I felt a lot of peace. I felt calm. I don't know, just some peace, and I was able to just go home confidently. But anyway, that was my horrible experience for yesterday. But another lesson, guys, no more driving in the rains. Aki afadhali nilale pahali niko, ningoje mpaka mvua iishe, and then I can leave and go. Because guys, that was not a nice experience. I wouldn't wish it on any lady driver, especially if you have a low car. Watu wenye wako na gari kubwa ni sawa, you can wade through, but anyway, it was a risk. So even right now, because there's been the weatherman in Kenya has given a warning for continuous heavy rain. It was like starting Jana all the way through the weekend. So guys, whatever you do, please be careful, watch out, and then watch out for where you're stepping, because sai with the rains and the drainages in our city, guys, what happens. So just be careful when you drive. But anyway, I learned the hard way, and I thank God so much for always covering me up. If you watched this video up to this point, Aki, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the story. And just remember to trust in God. Me, that is the only thing I can tell you. Like, in circumstances and situations where you feel like you're helpless, imagine you really are not helpless. And for those who've not given God a chance in your life, please just let Him, because He created all of us. He loves us so much. And sometimes God doesn't force issues. He usually waits for you to just call on Him. So ukikuwa in a situation uko stuck, even just call on God and tell Him, by the way. And you don't need a special session or what. Just wherever you are, in whatever situation, just call upon God and He's gonna help you through. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys. Nimefika Friday and it looks a bit dull, so it might rain. Leo ninatoka mapema, nikiona mvua hivi sitaki kucheza na maji tena. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and may God bless you so much and give you an amazing day. He's always there for you. Just call on Him. Bye bye. See you on the next one.